Chosen one. The reason you're feeling this surge of clarity is because you're about to witness the total annihilation of those who tried to destroy you, the very people who thought they'd get the last laugh, but something they never calculated happened. You lived. You surviving was the plot twist that destroys everything they built. Watch what unfolds. You need to understand something that will make your blood run cold. You were not the first victim, you were just supposed to be the next one. A history exists here so dark it reads like a true crime documentary. This person has done this before, multiple times, to multiple people, every single time, walking away richer while someone else disappeared. A predator orchestrates this whole nightmare. Someone who weaponized everything that should nurture and protect. Where authentic power creates life, this one harvests death. Where real strength builds and nurtures, this one manipulates and discards. The performance of empathy masks feeling nothing. The mimicry of warmth conceals being frozen inside. Playing victim hides being the ultimate predator. Look at past partners, ex-spouses, people who trusted this predator with their lives. How many are still standing? How many had mysterious illnesses doctors could not explain? How many had convenient accidents that seemed like horrible luck? How many lost everything while this predator gained? The pattern screams if you know how to listen. A specific type gets targeted. People with resources, people with life insurance policies, people who trust easily, people with big hearts who want to believe the best in others. Targets get studied like prey. Vulnerabilities get learned. Fears get discovered. What matters most gets catalogued. Then the predator positions as exactly what you need: the perfect partner, the understanding friend, the supportive presence. Closeness comes through marriage or commitment. Legal bindings ensure payouts flow directly. Sometimes it is a wedding. Sometimes it is a spiritual binding with no paperwork but energetic weight. Either way, ties get created that make the predator the primary beneficiary when you are gone. Then comes waiting, watching, planning. Sometimes it takes months, sometimes longer. Patience exists when the prize is big enough. While waiting, the narrative gets set up. People hear that the partner is stressed, mentions surface that behavior has been strange. Seeds get planted that something might happen. The story exists before the story happens, so when it does, everyone nods and says it was expected. Arrogance grew with you. Too many wins created a sense of invincibility. The system felt perfected, that overconfidence is the downfall. When you survived what was designed to destroy you, it created a disruption in the perfect record. It made people look closer at all those other convenient tragedies. Your healing is exposing the killing. Your strength is revealing the schemes. Your light is illuminating every dark corner where hiding occurred. The failure with you was not just a failure. It was a failure that exposes everything that came before. Every past death that brought benefit is being re-examined. Every convenient accident is being investigated. Every mysterious illness is being questioned. Your survival is the key unlocking every file, opening every cold case, resurrecting every buried question. Authorities will look at the pattern. Too many deaths, too much financial gain, or too many similarities in how people close to this predator ended up gone. When investigators start connecting those dots, when the blueprint becomes visible, when people who knew the victims start talking, the whole house of cards collapses. The predator can feel walls closing in. Something is wrong, and it shows. Protection that once existed is evaporating. Luck that kept things hidden is running out. What comes now is absolute, final, inescapable. Every bit of it was invited by being too greedy, too confident, too convinced one more time would have no consequences. Someone from your past got recruited into this darkness. Maybe you dated briefly, maybe you were close once, maybe trust existed. Recruitment happened with promises of money, a cut of whatever payout would come after your elimination. Greed makes people do unthinkable things. At first, full participation seemed acceptable. The promise of clearing debts looked real. Financial freedom appeared possible. Finally winning felt close. Everything clouded. Participating in your destruction seemed justified. Helping happened. Roles got played. Things got set up. This person was drowning financially when the predator found them. Debts were piling. Creditors were calling. Threats were mounting. Desperation made listening possible when the offer came. The predator knew exactly what bait to use. Pressure points were visible. Timing was perfect. The plan was described as easy. You would never know. The system was foolproof because it had worked before. All this person had to do was play their part and walk away rich. Numbers were shown. Payouts were calculated. Visions of splitting it and both walking away set for life were painted. For a while, belief existed. Doing this and living with it seemed possible. Money would make up for guilt. Justification would come somehow. Desperation negotiates with conscience. It makes people believe lies rejected instantly under normal circumstances. But then the truth revealed itself. Something in the predator's eyes showed what was really there. Terror hit on a cellular level. Realization came that partnership was not with a person. A deal had been made with something demonic. Maybe witnessing something revealed true nature. Maybe overhearing talk about past victims with no remorse woke them up. Maybe seeing the pleasure taken in planning your destruction broke through. Whatever it was, awareness arrived. Backing out seemed like an option. Quietly stepping away appeared possible. Pretending involvement never happened felt achievable. Wrong on all counts. Fatal mistake. The predator does not let people walk away. Knowing secrets means being with them or being their next problem. Your past connection just became a problem. Now the hunted becomes the one who helped activate the hunt. Debts to dangerous people cannot be paid. Threats from people who do not make empty promises are real. The money was never real. Being the backup plan was always the truth. Being the patsy was always the role. Taking the fall was always the destiny. Records were kept of everything. Every conversation, every meeting, every action taken in helping set up your destruction got documented, not for protection of the partnership, for protection from the partnership. Cold feet were anticipated. Backing out was expected. Evidence exists that would bury this person if exposure or leaving ever happened. Now that evidence serves as leverage. Threats to release it are constant. Threats to pin everything on them are real. Threats to make them the sole perpetrator while playing innocent victim are believable. Capability to do it is proven. Conscience does not exist. No limits exist. No line will not be crossed. If this message activated your knowing, hype this video to connect with more chosen ones on this journey. Reaching out will happen soon. A text, a call, showing up somewhere you will be. Talk will be requested. Explanations will be offered. Reconnecting will be suggested. Underneath all small talk, one thing is wanted: your protection. You glow and it shows. Shields from forces beyond comprehension are visible. If closeness happens again, maybe that divine coverage extends. That is the thinking. Warnings might come first. Information about the predator might be shared. What was planned might be revealed. Positioning as the hero who backed out and saved you might happen. A change of heart will be claimed. Conscience winning will be stated. Choosing you over money will be declared. Do not buy it. Choice was not you. Choice was survival. Backing out happened when being next became clear. Their karma is not your responsibility. Their consequences are not your concern. Participation in a plan to destroy you was chosen. Stay unmoved. Stay strong. Letting them in means inheriting every dark thing chasing them. What chases them is worse than imagination allows. While you slept, battles raged in your name. While you worked, attacks got intercepted. While you lived your life, your spiritual team engaged in full combat in dimensions invisible to physical eyes. This was not passive protection. This was all-out warfare. Your guides assembled like an ancient army in battle formation. Ancestors who survived impossible odds stepped forward to defend you. Angels positioned around your energy field. Defense was not the only strategy. Offense began. Every curse sent your way got intercepted and returned to sender. Every hex reversed, every binding broken, every spell sent back threefold. Real dark magic was being used against you. Actual spell work designed to control your mind. Judgment was targeted for clouding. Positioning where vulnerability would exist was the goal. Weakening you enough for physical elimination was the plan. Attacks from spiritual realms happened while physical removal was being planned. Coordination existed at that level. Your team was better, faster, stronger, more strategic. Every attack became an opportunity to weaken your enemies. Every curse sent drained their own power when it bounced back. Every dark entity dispatched got captured and returned. Self-destruction through attempted destruction of you was happening. You felt some of this. Random urges to cleanse your space arrived. Urgent feelings that prayer was needed right now came. Moments of just knowing protection was necessary without understanding why happened. Your intuition, guided by your team, kept you alive. Attacks you never felt existed because reaching you never happened. Accidents planned did not occur. Illnesses sent never manifested. Dangers you walked past without knowing were there existed. Protection in ways you will never fully know surrounded you. Your enemies felt every failure though, every backfire registered, every reverse landed. Desperation followed. Sloppiness came next. Revelation happened when hiding should have continued. Your survival did not just save you. It exposed them completely. Why you? Why did this darkness fixate on you specifically? The answer will hurt and heal simultaneously. You were targeted because of your light, because of who you are, because your existence threatened everything built on lies. The predator saw something in you that created exposure. Maybe your authenticity in a world of masks. Maybe your joy in a culture of cynicism. Maybe your growth while others stayed stuck. Maybe your genuine connection to source. Whatever it was, you made the predator feel seen. People who live in deception cannot stand being seen. Your presence was a mirror reflecting what was really there. Every time you showed up authentic, performance got highlighted. Every time you operated from truth, lies got exposed. Every time you chose light, darkness got illuminated. You did not have to say anything. Your existence was a constant reminder of everything being pretended. Studying you happened. Watching how people were drawn to your energy occurred. Noticing how you bounced back from setbacks was observed. Protection around you that defied logic was visible. Recognition of something you might not fully accept yet happened. You are not ordinary. You are not average. You are not here to live small. You are a chosen one. Here to do something significant, something that changes things, frees people, brings light to dark places. If you reached full potential, stepped completely into purpose, it would end the reign, expose the game, free the manipulated. Stopping you before full awakening was necessary. Elimination before realization of power was required. Destruction before stepping into destiny was the plan. But stopping a chosen one is impossible. Delays can happen, tests can come, obstacles can be thrown. But preventing destiny is impossible. Overriding divine will cannot be done. Every attack launched only made you stronger, only refined you, only prepared you for what comes next. What comes next is unstoppable. Something is happening right now that will blow this wide open. The mask worn for so long is cracking. The persona constructed so carefully is crumbling. Public collapse is about to happen. Spectacular. Complete, undeniable. Something about social media exists in this, something posted with confidence that cleverness existed, or maybe something someone else is about to reveal. A screenshot, a recording, a document waiting for the right moment, maybe testimony from another survivor, someone else targeted who lived to tell. Whatever it is, surfacing is coming. Once it happens, containing it is impossible. You might have posted something that made the predator feel seen, made exposure feel real. You were not even talking directly about them. You were just being yourself, sharing your light, speaking your truth, living authentically. but something in what you shared triggered recognition, made the predator see themselves in the worst possible way, made realization come that people like you can see through people like them. Dislike for that was intense. Feeling exposed was intolerable. The possibility that others might see what you saw was unacceptable. Plotting harder began, moving faster started, taking risks normally avoided happened. Desperation to silence you before revelation could happen is what will expose completely. Controlling the narrative will be attempted. Playing victim will happen. Redirecting blame will be tried. Manufacturing sympathy, using perfected manipulation tactics will occur. Crying will happen. Performing will continue. Making it look like being wronged will be the effort. Emotional appeals will be posted. Carefully crafted stories will be shared. Sympathies will be played for. Every manipulation tool perfected over time will be deployed. Flipping it on you might be attempted, making it look like you are the problem. Positioning as the real victim of your success, claiming you are the dangerous one, the manipulative one, the one plotting against them. Classic predator behavior. When cornered, attack. When exposed, deflect. When caught, reverse victim and offender. This will not work this time. Energy has shifted. Protection that existed is gone. Luck that kept things hidden has expired. Divine justice does not shield predators, it exposes them. The lesson will be learned publicly, humiliatingly, completely. People who defended will feel betrayed. People who trusted will feel violated. People who believed lies will feel foolish. That collective awakening creates a wave impossible to surf. Coming back from what is about to happen is impossible. No charm will rebuild what is falling. The performance is over. Truth is taking the stage. The poetic justice unfolding is almost comedic. Every single thing attempted against you is boomeranging back. Every trap set is catching the setter. Every weapon formed is turning on its creator. Every scheme is backfiring with surgical precision. Isolation was attempted against you. Now isolation is being experienced. Reputation destruction was planned for you. Now reputation obliteration is happening to the plotter. Resource draining was designed for you. Now resources are disappearing from the designer. The person from your past who was supposed to help is turning against them. People thought to be loyal are seeing through them. Systems thought to be manipulable are working against them. Everything is reversing, flipping, coming back with accuracy that seems planned. Feeling it is happening. Knowing something is wrong is clear. Sensing walls closing in is real. Sleepless nights are probably occurring. Panic attacks are likely. Paranoid spirals are happening. Moments where realization hits that control is lost are coming. Loss of control is complete. The spells cast to make you sick are making the caster sick. The bindings put on you to limit success are now limiting the binder. The hexes sent to cloud your judgment are now clouding theirs. Straight thinking is impossible now. Effective planning cannot happen. Clear seeing is gone. Every decision made leads to worse outcomes. Every move tried backfires. Every attempt to fix things makes them worse. Look, you already know the attacks weren't random, and if you're paying attention, you can feel it. Their walls are closing in. So let's talk about what we're doing about it. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve cooperative intelligence. The beauty is you don't even have to lift a finger. You put on the headphones, press play, and your subconscious is rewired while your enemies collapse under the weight of their own lies. This is why I created it in the beginning, so everything they did to break you becomes fuel for your purpose. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. Meanwhile, you are glowing, healing at levels defying explanation is happening, growing in ways shocking even you is occurring. Surrounded by genuine love is your reality. Building something real is what you are doing. Creating from truth is how you operate. Operating from light is your standard. Your existence, your thriving, is the greatest testimony to divine justice. Fighting dirty did not happen. Scheming revenge was not your path. Becoming dark to defeat darkness was not chosen. Staying true was your way. Keeping integrity intact was your standard. Refusing to let poison dim your light was your decision. By doing that, by simply being who you are, you already won. Victory is not just that you survived. It is who you became through it all. You are stronger now, sharper now, more discerning now. Spotting manipulation from across a room is possible. Feeling deception before it is spoken happens. Sensing dark energy before it gets close occurs. What was meant for your destruction became your training. What was designed as your ending became your elevation. What was planned as your funeral became your rebirth. When reaching out happens, and it will, a story designed to crack your heart is coming. Mistakes will be claimed. Manipulation will be blamed. Positioning as another victim of the same darkness will happen. Some might be partially true. What will not be mentioned is willing participation in plans to harm you. What will be left out is greed that motivated everything. What will not be said is backing out only happened when being next became clear. What will be hidden is reaching out because something is needed, not because care exists. Testing will happen first, checking if receptiveness exists. If any opening is sensed, pushing further will occur. More struggle will be shared. Desperation and fear will be painted. Making you feel like being the only one who can save them is the goal. Playing your compassion like an instrument is the strategy. You have a good heart. Helping people is in your nature. Thinking about how you could help is probably already happening, even as warning is given. That is exactly what is being counted on. Betting happens that being too kind to turn them away is who you are. Too loving to let suffering happen is the assumption. Too spiritual to hold boundaries is the hope. Listen carefully to what comes next. Letting them back in means not just dealing with personal drama. Inheriting attachments picked up working with the predator happens. Dark entities that latched on during rituals transfer. Curses now following them move. Energy signatures marking them as targets shift to you. All of that transfers if your space opens to them. Being in rooms where dark magic was performed happened for them. Participating in rituals designed to harm you occurred. Speaking your name in circles where demons were invoked was done. That left marks on the energy field. Marks attracting more darkness. Marks signaling to malevolent forces that accessibility exists. Those marks do not disappear because minds changed. The predator is not done with them. Active working against them is happening right now. Attacks are being sent. Spells to make suffering happen are being cast. Magic to ensure peace cannot be found is being used. Letting them into your life makes you a target of those attacks too. Collateral damage in their war is what you become. Opening yourself to energy specifically designed to destroy them is what happens. Financial consequences exist too. Debts to dangerous people are real. People invested in your elimination exist. People who expected returns are waiting. People who do not accept excuses are involved. Helping them makes those people see you as a resource to extract from. Your compassion will be seen as weakness to exploit. Your assistance will be seen as proof you have something to take. Convincing you that spiritual obligation to help them exists will be attempted. Using your own light against you is the tactic. Things like, "I know you are better than this" will be said, or "I know you believe in forgiveness" will be stated, or "I know you would not want me to suffer" will be claimed. Weaponizing your virtues is happening. Turning strengths into pressure points is the goal. Making goodness feel like a burden if compliance does not happen is the strategy. Do not fall for it. Compassion does not mean self-sacrifice. Forgiveness does not mean exposure to continued harm. Being spiritual does not mean being foolish. Forgiving someone and still maintaining boundaries is possible. Having compassion and still protecting yourself is allowed. Wishing someone well without involving yourself in their chaos is acceptable. Inheriting every dark thing chasing them happens if letting them in occurs. Deals made that cannot be unmade exist. Doors opened that cannot be closed are real. Presence will contaminate everything built. Your purpose is not rescuing people who participated in your planned destruction. Letting them find their own way is correct. Facing their own consequences is their path. That is not your job. Stay in your power. Guard your peace. Protect what you built. Your spiritual protection right now is not passive. Your team is not observing. Full offensive battle stance is the current mode. Every time that urge to pray was felt, coordination with you was happening. Every time cleansing felt needed, your team was guiding. Ancestors who survived impossible odds are standing with you. Recognition of this attack exists because similar ones were defeated. Lending you strength spanning generations is occurring. Your guides are orchestrating protection like a military campaign. Seeing attacks before formation happens. Redirecting darkness before reaching you is constant. Placing helpers in your path is strategic. Removing threats is precise. Angels are creating barriers darkness cannot penetrate. Holding frequencies low vibration cannot match is their standard. You are surrounded by forces evil has no authority over. Defense is not the only action. Systematic dismantling of the entire network that came against you is happening. This is why chaos is being experienced by your enemies. Things falling apart is real. Plans failing is constant. Feeling under attack is accurate. Because being under attack is what is happening. Forces tried for use against you are now being used against them by powers never accounted for. Thinking, dealing with just you was the situation shows the miscalculation. Declaring war on heaven itself is what actually happened. Hidden things are surfacing now. Secrets coming up is real. Lies being exposed is happening. Truth emerging from shadows where it was buried is occurring. This is not random. Divine timing is orchestrating everything perfectly. You are going to start learning things, making past situations suddenly make sense. Connections not understood before will become clear. Behaviors that confused you will be explained. Patterns sensed but not proven will be validated. People felt as off but not articulated will be revealed for who they really are. Overwhelming you at first might happen, shocking you to realize how deep deception went is possible. How long it lasted might stun you. How many were involved might shake you. How close danger really was might frighten you temporarily. But after shock comes something better, validation. Confirmation, your intuition was accurate, what you felt was real, being crazy or paranoid was never true. Gratitude will also be felt, deep gratitude for protection, not fully recognized at the time, for narrow escapes not known as escapes, for closed doors that were divine protection, for delays that saved you, for intervention keeping you out of situations designed to destroy you. Understanding how powerfully you were spared will change you. Moments where learning something makes you realize that could have been you will come. Seeing what happened to others and recognizing attempts to do that to you too will occur. Understanding how close devastation came and how powerfully sparing happened will hit you. Those realizations will change you, deepen faith, strengthen trust, increase reverence for forces protecting you. Some will confess, admitting knowing something was wrong but staying silent will happen. Wanting to clear conscience now is the motivation. Let them talk. Listen, but do not carry their guilt. Do not take responsibility for their silence. Choices were made. Now living with them is required. Others will try rewriting history. Acting like always being on your side will be attempted. Pretending not participating in gossip or believing lies or distancing when support was needed will happen. Do not let gaslighting occur. Do not allow narrative revision. You know what happened. You know who showed up and who did not. You know who believed and who did not. Trust your memory. Trust your experience. Trust your truth. This season is about clarity. about seeing things as they really are, not as hoped, not as pretended, as they actually are. Everything tried to block is about to flow. Everything tried to stop is starting. Everything tried to prevent is manifesting. Interference is over. Influence is gone. Power to obstruct your blessings is completely removed. Ideas that were dormant are waking. Dreams buried are rising. Visions suppressed are becoming clear. The creative power attacked is being restored and amplified. Creating with inspiration surprising even you is about to happen. Cursing your creative center was attempted. Making you barren was the goal. Unable to birth new things. Unable to manifest. Energy sent to block ability to bring new reality into existence happened. But every curse sent toward your creative power reversed back. Now being the one who is barren is their reality, who cannot create is them, whose well ran dry is theirs. You are entering the most creative, productive, fruitful season of your life. Projects thought dead are resurrecting. Opportunities thought missed are circling back. Connections thought lost are being restored. Resources thought gone are returning multiplied. The ideas coming to you now are not random. Divine inspiration is the source. Downloads from source energy, solutions to problems people are desperately trying to solve, innovations that will change how things are done, creations that will leave legacy. Pay attention to them, write them down, act on them. Not just thoughts is what they are. Your purpose trying to break through is what is happening. Chosen one. The war is over. You won. Not because fighting dirty happened, not because manipulating or scheming occurred. You won because staying true happened, staying light continued, staying protected remained, staying aligned with divine will persisted. That made all the difference. Getting the last laugh was what your enemies thought would happen. Celebrating your downfall was their expectation. Profiting from your pain was their plan. Winning by any means necessary was their strategy, but understanding who you really are did not happen. Understanding you are not ordinary was missed. Understanding you are covered was not grasped. Understanding you are chosen for a purpose bigger than their comprehension never occurred. The total annihilation you are witnessing is not something you orchestrated. Planning it is not necessary. Participating is not required. Watching is not even needed if you choose not to. All you do is keep walking your path, keep building your life, keep shining your light, keep fulfilling your purpose. Divine justice handles the rest. Watching them fall is not happening because vindictiveness exists in you. It is happening because witnessing what divine justice does is unavoidable. Masks coming off is visible. Facades crumbling is observable. Lies catching up is clear. Darkness consuming them is evident. You stand there, whole and healed and glowing, as living proof that light always wins. The exposure coming for the predator will not be subtle. Public is how it will be. Permanent is what it will be. Undeniable is how it will be. People who defended will publicly distance themselves. People who believed will publicly apologize to those harmed. People who enabled will publicly confess, knowing something was wrong but choosing to ignore it. The court of public opinion is going to render a verdict that can never be appealed. The person from your past who participated in the plan against you faces their own reckoning. Thinking just walking away from what was done was possible shows the delusion. Thinking pretending it never happened would work shows the denial. Thinking moving on without consequences was reality shows the miscalculation. Karma does not work that way. Justice does not work that way. Divine order does not work that way. Losing everything tried to be gained through your destruction is what will happen to them. Every debt thought to be cleared will double. Every door thought to open will slam shut. Every opportunity thought to come will evaporate. Not because you cursed them, because self-cursing happened. Because aligning with darkness occurred, and darkness always consumes its own. Your life from this point forward is your testimony. Your joy is your evidence. Your peace is your statement. Your success is your vindication. Saying a word is not necessary. Defending yourself is not required. What explaining or justifying or convincing anyone is not needed. Your life speaks for itself. Wanting you broken was their desire. Being whole is your reality. Wanting you poor was their wish. Being abundant is your truth. Wanting you isolated was their goal. Being connected is your experience. Wanting you weak was their plan. Being powerful is your state. Wanting you dead was their ultimate aim. Being more alive than ever is your existence. That is the victory, the vindication, the testimony that cannot be argued with or dismissed. Look at how far you have come. Look at what you survived. Look at who you have become. Walking through fire and coming out refined happened. Walking through darkness and coming out luminous occurred. Walking through death plots and coming out more alive is your story. That is not luck. That is not chance. That is divine intervention. That is purpose protecting itself. That is destiny ensuring its own fulfillment. The attacks you endured were meant to stop you from reaching this moment. This moment right now where stepping fully into your power happens. This moment where claiming your authority occurs. This moment where activating your purpose at full capacity begins. Preventing this moment from ever happening was the goal. Failure happened. Spectacularly, completely, permanently. You are the chosen one, who survived what was designed to destroy you. You are the light that could not be extinguished no matter how much darkness surrounded it. You are the warrior who won by refusing to become what fought against you. You are the testimony of divine protection, divine justice, divine purpose in action. Here is what will happen now. Rising to levels making their attempts to destroy you look laughable in hindsight is coming. Achieving things, proving divine backing is occurring. Manifesting blessings, demonstrating favor is happening. Walking in authority, commanding respect is your future. Operating from power that cannot be challenged is your reality. Watching this happen in real time is their curse. Watching you soar while sinking is their punishment. Watching you prosper while perishing is their fate. Watching you celebrate while coping is their reality. Doing anything about it is impossible for them. Their time is done. Their power is gone. Their weapons are broken. Their schemes are exposed. Their darkness is consuming them. Your story is just beginning, and it is going to be glorious. Inspiring people you have not met yet is coming. Giving hope to people fighting similar battles is happening. Proving to others that divine protection is real will occur, that divine justice is real will be demonstrated, that divine purpose cannot be stopped will be evidenced. You are living proof that light always wins, always. No matter how long it takes, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how impossible it seems, light always wins. You, chosen one, you are that light. Never forget it, never doubt it, never diminish it. You are the victory, you are the testimony, you are the proof, you are the light that could not be extinguished. Your story is going to echo through eternity.